Hello viewers, Marianne from Revealing Light Tarot. I've just uploaded something on Hope. I hope you enjoy that, Spirit Files. I want to now move through to E. Jean Carroll and her claims of being sexually assaulted by Trump. It goes back to 1995, I think 96, in late 95 or early 96. E. Carroll is claiming that Donald Trump sexually assaulted her in the dressing room of Bergdorf Goodman, and she told two friends at the time that it had happened. It was quite, she doesn't go into detail, or certainly the article doesn't go into detail, but if you can imagine, it's an assault, it's a claim of an assault, sexual assault. And so she describes that what Trump did. This isn't inconsistent with his previous claims by previous women. I think it takes the total now to 20. Now, I did a reading last week on who is the Queen of Cups. Is E. Jean Carroll a rider, the Queen of Cups? My thoughts around this, I did feel something was going to come forward, so this isn't surprising. But I feel it's more connected with the Epstein years. But I also feel that the Queen of Cups is all these women. It's one of my viewers suggested this is a possibility, and it really resonated with me. I feel that the Queen of Cups is in the tarot is the traditional meaning is that this queen is supportive, emotionally supportive. But this queen holds a cup with a lid on it, which is suggesting that information is still to be revealed. And it's almost like this Queen of Cups, there's a sadness about her because there is something to come that she is keeping a secret. However, the nature of the tarot, which is why I absolutely love tarot, is quite deep in these illustrations, these archetypes, the thought and the meaning that has gone into creating these individual tarot cards. This Queen of Cups, while she's sad, she's holding a secret. Her meaning is support, love and support, suggesting that in the wider, the wider meaning of things, that whatever this Queen of Cups is going to bring forward is actually going to support something, is going to be supportive. It's going to be for our own good. Now, who should fear the Queen of Cups and the secrets that she holds? Well, obviously, if somebody's done the wrong thing, if something that has occurred has been wrong, then the person who is keeping the secret needs to fear the Queen of Cups. So I feel that I'm not surprised by E. Jean Carroll coming forward. I do feel that this may, and this is the question I'm going to ask, will E. Jean Carroll coming forward actually encourage others to come forward, because I feel this is the tip of the iceberg with Donald Trump, and I feel that the Queen of Cups, there will be something that will come forward that will be a bridge too far, as I said. Now, E. Jean Carroll, I think the point about her coming forward now, and people have asked why come forward now? Well, who are we to judge? Look at how those women have been gaslighted. At the time she showed a society photo of herself with Trump and what's her name, Ivana, the first wife. What Trump moved in New York's social circles. E. Jean Carroll, back in 1995, before the Me Too movement, who are we to judge why a woman wouldn't come forward at that time, thinking that she may be disbelieved, thinking it would ruin her reputation. Trump has always had a mouth, and people have known what he's been like, taking out full page ads, suggesting that innocent African Americans and Latinos should be executed, and they were innocent. So, who are we to judge why she didn't come forward at the time? Okay, E. Jean Carroll. Is this going to change anything? Is her coming forward actually going to propel or compel others to come forward. You know, are we so hardened that we don't believe her account? Are we shocked about it? Is the timing right with E. Jean Carroll that we are actually so appalled with Donald Trump's behaviour, so appalled that this is enough. This is just the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay, let's have a look. E. Jean Carroll's claims of being sexually assaulted. What is this going to mean for Donald Trump? E. Jean Carroll. What will this mean for Donald Trump? What are the conditions around this now? Are people taking her seriously? Will this claim of sexual assault really do some damage now with Donald Trump? At a time when he's vulnerable. The Eight of Cups is loss here. And I feel this is loss in many ways. This is someone walking away. Interesting. Someone walking away. So I'm getting a hit on multiple layers here. I feel that this is loss for E. Jean Carroll. I feel that, you know, she's going to, like Christine Blasey Ford, she's going to suffer for coming forward. I also feel that these are further people who may have voted for Donald Trump really walking away from him. It's almost like we have an aversion to him now, and the slightest thing we recoil from. So I talked about timing with E. Jean Carroll's claim. You know, will Donald Trump be able to wriggle out of it and gaslight sleight of hand, all of those things, illusions, just to gaslight and have people not take this seriously. I have a feeling this is a different time and a time for him. I feel that his tricks of the past, perhaps back in 2016, won't work anymore because he's such a proven liar. So there's loss there. The Three of Pentacles, interesting, being challenged by the Three of Pentacles. This is people working together for a particular aim here. The Three of Pentacles, interesting. I wonder if another woman is going to come forward. Let's bring the laptop down. E. Jean Carroll's claims of being sexually assaulted. I was hoping this card would come forward, the Karma card, the Destiny card. This is the foundation of the reading. This is also talking about time. This is a different time now to 2016. I think this is going to damage Donald Trump. The Chariot, yeah. So it's almost as if what he's created for himself now through his behaviour, through the way that he's conducted his presidency, through these allegations, multiple allegations of everything from not enough evidence to prove collusion, yet 120 meetings, exchanges with Russians, through to obstruction of justice, all of these things, deals behind closed doors, bypassing Congress, misuse of power, and women in particular. This is things coming forward at a great rate of, at a great speed. And will he be able to control these horses? I suggest that he won't. The Four of Cups, what's in the sky here? We've got disappointment here. I feel that even for the evangelical type of person that would support someone like Trump, it's stacking up. 20 women and E. Jean Carroll coming forward. We already know, he said he didn't know this woman. We've already got photos of Ivana and E. Jean Carroll and another fellow at a party. So we know that that's false. You know, and also I feel that perhaps some of Trump's inner circle are actually there's a cowering aspect to this card here. Almost somebody is not almost afraid to look around to see what's going to come next. It's interesting. There could be somebody else coming forward now, having the courage to come forward. Now, in the immediate future, we've got the death card. The death card. This is the ending of something. And in this particular card, we've got something that is really the, I won't say, the thoughts of death is actually moving skyward. It's almost like it's spreading now. The ending of his presidency, it's in the ether, it's in the air, and it's spreading, almost suggesting there's an eagle there in the sky, or a bird, crow in the sky, suggesting that this message will be taken further afield. The ending of his presidency. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is Trump at this point in time. This is the Trump organization. This is the dynastic wealth. I feel this is what's ending for Trump. He spent decades and decades and decades building up this illusion of money, building up this, it hasn't been an illusion of power, building up power through an illusion of dynastic wealth. He's worked very hard. This is very hard to put forward this illusion here. And this is part of the way Trump conducts himself. I've done other readings where we look at Trump's early beginnings with Norman Vincent Peale, who was a friend of the family, and in fact the Trump family used to worship at the church of Norman Vincent Peale. And for those who don't know Peale, he was the author of Power of Positive Thinking. Now, I just want to digress here for a minute. Part of what Trump learnt growing up from Peale was that it didn't matter how negative things get. You actually just focus on the positive, and if you believe it, you absolutely have to believe it. Believe the positive. And if you believe it strongly enough, then other people will believe it as well. That is that is the secret to his power. And so while he was bankrupt, it didn't matter. He believed that he was the I guess the part of this dynastic wealth. He believed in his own success. He really refused to look at the negative or what was wrong, and he would just come up with the next positive thought, even while he was bankrupt. Well, look at my name on that tower, and so this illusion is what he's bringing to the presidency as well, but it's actually very sick. It's actually responsible. So this illusion here, the things that have got him through for decades are not getting him through anymore. So I feel that he's currently focused on the Trump brand, the Trump organization, and that brand is actually dying, as is his presidency. They're almost linked now. Trump, the businessman, the Trump organization, the Trump dynastic wealth, the presidency, linked. Both are in the process of ending. So we've got the Four of Pentacles, the environment. He's very, very insecure, and he's insecure even though he's come out and he's done his gaslighting. He's very insecure about Eugene Carroll's claims and how they stack up, because at some point or some part of Donald Trump understands when he has the ability to fool people, when he has the carriage of power, when he's riding in that carriage of power, and when he's walking on the pavement, he understands the difference. And I feel that he understands that it is all in the timing now. And he's feeling very insecure about his wealth, remembering that Trump organization, Trump the brand, Trump the dynastic family, powerful family in New York, is all connected to this presidency. And when the illusion of one falls, the illusion of the other will also will also crumble. And so we've got the fear here, the moon here, secrets coming forward. Also, I guess around the full moon, and this isn't the full moon, but when we get to, there's an illumination aspect to this card, suggesting that at some point those clouds will go and the moon will be bright and the moon will shine. And what will it shine on? It will shine on the truth. So he fears this. He absolutely fears this. Now the moon card, late June, we're in the Cancerian period. We're moving into the Cancer period now, and we have July to get through as well. There could be something around timing with that card. And the Nine of Cups, the wish card, miracles. Will another come forward? Will another come forward? It could be that Eugene Carroll's coming out, putting the focus again on Trump's past as an alleged sexual predator. Will be enough to bring someone else forward. Certainly Trump fears that. We've got the Ten of Wands. What's he carrying? What is he carrying? Okay, he's carrying the divine feminine rising with the Nine of Pentacles here. He's carrying women stepping forward into their own power, reclaiming their power, moving away from victimhood. And this is all destiny, and this is all in the timing. And I feel this is why the Queen of Cups came forward at that time. Now, we've got Ten of Cups here. Again, a lot of emotional cards coming forward here with cups. We've got the Eight of Cups, we've got the Four of Cups, we've got the Nine of Cups, we've got the Ten of Cups here. What's hidden from our view is moving back toward family values. Trump is not, and it doesn't. I don't care how many evangelicals you line up who put their hands on this person and pray. Trump is not. Does not represent family values, far from it. And it's interesting because that has come forward to me. This, who might be walking away from Trump? It could be some of those in the church who have supported him. This might be, the straw that broke the camel's back. Another woman, 20. Are we going to now focus again on these women? Trump is not able. He's walking on the pavement. He's not riding the carriage of power in relation to his words. So I want to ask, let's just give these cards a big shuffle. They're very large, so they're hard for me to handle. But let's just ask, are there more women that will come forward as a result of this? Because if you look at, you go and speak to any policeman or detective or anyone in law enforcement, if you've got an alleged sexual predator, let's just put it like that. This is a tarot reading. These are my cards, so my impressions only. But if you have someone who has been this alleged sexual assaulter, let's put it that way, it didn't just happen in 95 and 96. It would have happened all his life. And I do get a hit on a woman out there or women out there who've been quite hurt by him. And this is where I think the next woman might come forward with, further details of things. And this time it's different. Instead of switching off, she may well be believed because of Eugene Carroll coming forward. So let's ask, is there another woman to come forward after Eugene Carroll? Will another woman that will allege sexual assault come forward in the near future? Will another woman have the courage, find the courage at this particular time, come forward in the future? So we've got Justice stepping out of the reading, and I'll put that down as our signifier card. I'm drawn to the court cases at this point in time, some of which have ended because of possibly settlements out of court. Perhaps court cases which have stopped in the past because of settlements out of court. I feel that this is something that is maybe already known. But what's different about this card coming forward right now? It's suggesting that justice will be done. It's suggesting with that wheel of karma there that you can't keep going and not be visited by the sword of justice. It actually does come in some form or another. The challenge here is Donald Trump, the businessman. So those two signifier cards are quite interesting. The King of Pentacles and Justice. We are seeing with the multiple investigations. Interesting. I wonder if any of these investigations are linked into something that might concern affairs with Trump. Affairs that Trump has had in the past. So I'm going to the Stormy Daniels and the Michael Cohen and the New York investigations, or the Southern District of New York. What have they uncovered? And the National Enquirer, those files, what have they uncovered? The foundation of this reading here is the Six of Wands, which is a victory card. It's also a yes card, suggesting that something else is likely to come forward. Yep. Queen of Swords in the background. This is somebody coming forward with the truth, and it's a very compelling story. It's something that she will tell. Okay, let's keep going. The potential is for restriction with this Eight of Swords here. This is also somebody that's been potentially imprisoned in some way, restricted, bound and gagged by a settlement. Don't know. Queen of Pentacles is suggesting that there will be, this woman will be actually very well represented if she is to come forward. Could even be E. Jean Carroll herself has come forward. We've got a lot of women turning up here. The Queen of Swords, the Eight of Swords, which is depicting that woman being imprisoned, bound and gagged, if you like. And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Let's keep going. The Six of Swords, relocation, moving on. This is the currently moving on to safer harbours. A need for a mental, almost a mental a change in thinking is what is coming forward here. And the Five of Swords, what's in the environment around is an abuse of power and someone who's being bullied. The Eight of Pentacles is in the hopes and fears position, suggesting that somebody's working on something at this point in time. This was also my card for the Mueller investigation. The Nine of Cups is another yes card, a miracle card, wishes coming forward, something coming forward almost in a divine sense. This is somebody who will actually have, if they do come forward, divine protection. The Seven of Cups, right at the moment, she's making choices about, what to do. This is also E. Jean Carroll as well. The Seven of Cups is can be a card of trying to murky the water so that you can't see clearly. It's the card of illusions and smoke screens. This is what we're seeing at the moment. And then we've got isolation, which I feel Trump is becoming increasingly isolated. And the Ten of Swords, suggesting that there will be some sort of downfall here in relation to women. So this reading is suggesting that E. Jean Carroll actually has come forward at the right time, that it is actually going to do some damage, that this could actually embolden or inspire other women to come forward in the future. There is also something around investigation here, and I'm being taken to the Stormy Daniels, perhaps the National Enquirer files. What else did they uncover in those police raids, particularly with Michael Cohen? If Cohen was Trump's fixer, what else did he do here in relation to paying out settlements for women. I feel that there could be someone else coming forward here. It's actually going to be quite harmful to Donald Trump. It's actually going to cause people to move away from him. So E. Jean Carroll, whether it's her or whether there's someone else as well, I feel we're going to be seeing more of this, and these stories will actually get traction now because of the lying and the behaviour and the gaslighting that Trump has done in the past. We're simply not believing him anymore. So it's all around timing. His abuse of power has been quite evident, and we are actually moving on from being stuck as victims in that abuse of power. So possibly there could be others that now come forward. Somebody that has allegedly committed sexual assaults. 20 women now are claiming that he has. We've got justice coming forward here. Justice coming forward. All right, the Queen of Cups, I feel, is not just one woman, although every woman that's come forward and spoken out about this has contributed to the accumulation of doubt in people's minds around Trump, and at some point somebody is going to move forward with a prosecution. I feel that she won't be able to be paid out, or she will choose not to be paid out, and come forward with the truth. So E. Jean Carroll, I feel, has been very courageous in coming forward with that allegation. And I feel that the way that he's handled these allegations in the past, it's not going to stick. It's not going to stick anymore. He's walking on the pavement. He's not riding in the carriage of power anymore. Okay, certainly in terms of believability. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll look ahead to see how that Queen of Cups will manifest in the future. Thank you.